So I got asked a question the other day. It's a question that I've gotten before, I should say. This channel is relatively new, so I'll get a lot of comments or questions. But this one is come up twice, and it's, can I give an example? And I do give examples, y'all. I give examples throughout the course of my videos, personal examples. However, I guess I didn't give an example during my timeline shifting video. You know what I'm saying? Not all. I don't feel all my videos need examples. I just allow them to come up when they come up. However, this one stuck. I was like, why? What example could I give to y'all about shifting the timeline? And I'm going to be 100 with you. It's, voila, what you see right now is a major shifted timeline. You know what I mean? Me speaking with y'all is a huge timeline shift. At least like this. I have other channels or other channel. However, me speaking to you guys like this is probably one of the bigger timeline jumps or shifts I've made in a while. And the truth be told is, like a lot of you guys, man, I've had these thoughts and feelings since I was a little kid. But since I was a little kid, I learned that these thoughts and feelings were something that I should hide and I should mask. And so I did. I didn't really let a lot of people hear me speak like this. And as a result of that, I suffered, you know what I mean? I constantly was trying to put on masks to try to fit in and all this crazy crap, man. Always ending up like feeling less than, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't being my authentic self. And so, yeah, this is probably the best example of me shifting a timeline, is me saying, you know what, man, I'm going to go ahead and start talking my talk, at least this way to y'all. Yeah, so that's probably the best example I could probably give you. Shifting timelines, y'all, it's not, I think, what a lot of people think in a lot of ways. I mean, it can be this, and it is this in a lot of ways as well. It's kind of yin and yang. You always have to have a little bit on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Always a little bit of light in the dark, and always a little bit of dark in the light. So, yeah, it could be a duality of sorts. But a lot of times, man, when you shift timelines, it's not like some big fanfare. What it is, for the most part, y'all, it's more like a hot air balloon. You know what I'm saying? And you just got a lot of stuff in that hot air balloon, but you want to ascend, you want to rise, and so you have to begin throwing out the baggage or the heavy stuff out of said hot air balloon in order for that to happen. And that's, for the most part, what, at least the way I feel about the whole timeline shifting and things of this nature. Because truth be told, it's like you're constantly shifting timelines. You know what I mean? It's just that a lot of us shift in and then we shift back. Shift in and then we shift back. So, yeah, you're constantly kind of wavering between them. It's just you just have to make the decision as to which one you want to lie on, or, you know, reside in, or make your core frequency. But in doing so, to get to that core frequency, you're constantly releasing ideas, beliefs that aren't yours. Ideas, beliefs that aren't serving you. You know, so that's kind of how I see it works. I mean, I feel for myself, and what I've seen. So, yeah, it's just like maybe one day you'll wake up and you'll realize things that used to bother you just don't bother you the same way anymore. Things that used to make you maybe feel anxious just don't bother you anymore. And that's the release of these beliefs. And then the knowing and the allowing of self, higher self, to emerge and be. You see what I mean? Yeah, that's kind of It's kind of the best example I got, y'all. Ta-da! At least for right now. But keep well, stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned, y'all. You'll hear more examples, I'm sure. There's more examples that keep on coming. I will tell you that one of the key things for me that really helped me out along this journey is when I began to understand that everything was a state. Everything's a state. Alignment's a state. Unalignment's a state. Abundance is a state. Lack is a state. They're all states. You just have to make up your mind as to where you're going to be and which one you're going to hold the longest. So it's not really looking for abundance or checking if the lack is still there. It's not really that. It's checking to see where you are consistently. How are you thinking consistently? How are you holding your body consistently? It's those types of things, you know what I mean? You start getting more of an understanding and then a control over just your nervous system, really, which allows you to begin to get control of your thoughts. And it's really not so much that you get control of your thoughts as much as you get the control over what it is that you are to do when you get certain thoughts, or what thoughts actually are. And so you kind of just have that understanding and you just allow things to be the way that they need to be. Anyway, y'all, I hope this helps, man. I hope that was an example enough. I'll talk to y'all. Peace.